Welcome. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. That's what we do out here is we talk. We talk about it. You bring that subject in and we'll talk about it. We have fun meeting each other, meeting brand new people every day. And so far here after 19 days, I've been talking to myself. Oh, we had Jacob coming in one couple, three times, three, four times, I guess. Five, doesn't matter. We're all out here kind of doing our own thing, and it's okay to come and go. Don't have to stick around for the whole show. Maybe come in and talk a little bit about what you have going in your life. Making it happen for you. Name here is George Miller. And the name of the show is up there in the top right of the video here. Let's talk about it. We have a live show that takes place every day at 10 o'clock. Let's run into challenges. And I'm finding out this might be the best time to work on the grid because it's the beginning of their day over there in London. Um, Relative, right? Beginning of their day. They just had a switch over here while I was waiting. Had it all lined up and everything, and had a switch over. They have their website is designed a little different. It shouldn't really bother us out here, so I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it was recycled. Maybe they recycled the whole thing all at once. You know, they can do that kind of stuff. I guess what I'm telling you long term, if you're thinking ahead, if you're thinking deep, and that is this world over here lives in a world of data. So when something goes wrong or something goes right, but you think it's wrong, just reanalyze what just happened and try to work yourself through it. A challenge or two, right? Sometimes it's kind of fun to figure out, oh, what just happened? How do I make that happen? Are you watching real close of what's really happening? Because it's not your responsibility, someone else's. But if it happened to you, or you in here, anywhere really on the grid, working with data anyway. Name here's George Miller. Again, this is Let's Talk About It. So first thing I need to do is show you how to come on in and talk to us. If you're spotting us for the first time, and a lot of guys are doing just that, spotting us for the first time. I'm trying to find out where I found that information out. But so far, we actually have had watching the show. I think it was at YouTube in one of the stats on Let's Talk About It's page, where I found that there's been 64, that area, 64 people come in, see what's going on. A couple of them watched it all the way through and they didn't come in. Maybe I didn't express that very good, although I've been leaving that up. Under my banners area, I got at the very top listed right there so I can find it. Program I use to make all this happen is what program is this? Oh, let's see. How can I express this? So much going through my mind right now. Right? StreamYard. Oh, there you go. StreamYard. I use StreamYard because It's just like, I don't know if you guys can remember back on Google Plus days, right? When we had Hangouts. And then eventually, after, boy, a long time, really, just normal Hangouts where you can create your own. Every person had a Hangout. Go into your own Hangout, invite people in, invite maybe your whole circle in. We dealt with circles for friendship. You put people in. Oh, I kind of like that guy. Let's put him in the artist circle. Let's put him in the entertainment circle. I got pretty busy in Google Plus. At one time, we had, I don't know, 30,000 people, just my friends, making it kind of happen, going around the world talking to each other, giving each other's hints on where the excitement is at the time. They actually had a page set up that listed everybody that was in the Hangout. Yeah, that was interesting. That's a lot of people going in their different directions. A lot of guys were not necessarily going into that, and they would promote their businesses or just whatever they had going. Started a little show up on their own. That's kind of where I got started. And then all of a sudden, Google, for Google Plus, right? It's all on Google Plus. There is no more Google Plus as it used to be. Now you got to pay to get in for a session with Google Plus. But then those days, they bought out YouTube. Back in the days, can you remember when YouTube was, I don't know, doing its own thing and found its popularity when Google Plus bought them out? So now that's a Google Plus function at YouTube. And then they come up with this live stream, going live. You can go live with your own Hangout live. Yeah. And then everybody at YouTube can kind of see you going. And it was an experience that you have because now you're on a roster at YouTube that possibly shows your show because you're going to an area that showed all their live shows and how you produce that in a thumbnail and da 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 da. Progress. The world is going through progress all the time, making it happen, making it happen for you. But that's how you get into this program right there at the bottom. GMinteractive.com. I learned how to put that live program on my show or on my website. And I'm going, wow, I can promote that too. But I always needed YouTube at that point because I like the idea that many people can see you and they didn't have to come into the show to actually watch you and listen to you. They control their own computer on what they needed. And in some cases, when we started moving from active as a normal hangout, I had a music hangout. And I called it Let's Talk About Music. And I would take the music people that I knew. I did not have a club at that time. I was not involved in SL, far as that goes, where I started. I was just in Google Plus, making this all happen, making it happen. Are you that type of person that you can learn about something and maybe get involved with it and share the opportunities that they have going on a brand new thing, not knowing where you're really going sometimes? Have confidence in them not breaking the rules or, trying to learn the rules yourself. So at least you're complying properly as best you can. Someone will tell you if you do something wrong and you slow that wrongness down. So that's what you do, GMinteractive.com. And underneath that player that's playing right there on the front page, you'll see a blue button. Now you have to do this to actually come on the show. If you don't come on the show, then you can just look at the video and maybe chat in a chat room, typing in the chat room with each other. Boy, this guy's a goofball or whatever, you know. Then they have managers in there, and we don't have all that. We can take it easy. And you start running into what we call griefers out here, to where that's all they want to do is cause trouble. I don't like them guys. Even if you're my best friend, if you become a griefer, I'm not going to like you. Too much out here in this world to worry about and to accomplish than to run to or fro or chase you around the world because you're doing something odd. So we just leave them go. Let them do their own thing somewhere else. But in my world, you don't have to worry about the griefers, if you will. If they run across them, then we eliminate them at the time. And with the new sophistication attitude that a lot of people have to control your particular areas out here, if you own land, if you will, this is my land at Breathe Resort that you see behind me. Have you guys figured out where I'm sitting yet? I'm sitting on a fire pit. In fact, right there, we talked the other day over here, sitting across the waterways from the amphitheater. Just another place for a group to hang out when you want to, making it work, holding your place in the world so you can kind of gather your thoughts, maybe talk to yourself, maybe write a book. I go back to the information that we had just during these first 19 shows where people that do know me talk to me a little before and a little after. Here lately, I've been getting up late because I'm trying to find a new spot, a new time frame to actually have this show take place. So it's not going to take place at 10 o'clock in the morning. Maybe another time would be best. Right after dinner. The challenge comes there, in my point, is that we're talking around the world. So with everybody having a different time, it's a challenge. When are the most people out here can be available? We're not necessarily set up for kids, but I like to have that take place too. They have more rules and I would have more restriction, if you will. I would have to watch what's going on at Breed Resort here when the kids can come in and play. Would you like to have an area out here where kids can come in, kind of do their own thing? Have a school ground teacher, if you will, or somebody that represents the resort out here to help them out? So far, when I am talking to a youngster in world out here, I'm finding out that youngster the driver, the real person behind the youngster is actually an adult anyway, but they're acting like a child. Maybe they didn't have a childhood, or they just like the idea of having fun, and in their life, they've been treated badly because of it, you know? They didn't get their freedom of being a child, or they just want to be taking care of themselves, maybe retired already, or, maybe they're restricted for time that they have to work during the day and then they get off and so forth. So that's how that is. All the different types of people out here, time frames, activities, stay away from cussing or swearing all the time. Good child can come in here and have fun playing on all the different toys, if you will, up in the balloons, fly it just like someone else. If you are a child and you want to make something like this happen, they might be at first a little timid, but you find out that if you really did learn about this at a young age, it's fun. You do your own thing. You actually grow up. I've had avatar friends that started out as a child and grew up going through teenage area, going through getting in world, going out for dancing, behaving yourself. Yes, I know there's all kinds of things that you can run across, and I'm waiting for the people to come on in. The talk show itself out here is just in a hangout. Okay, I'm in here as a hangout. These are my eyes. I walk around. I'm really not used to looking at myself, so that's going to take a little bit of time to do that. When you see me walk around, you see my back a lot and how my avatar can walk, fly, do different things, climb a tree, skinny a rope, all the different things that you think you couldn't do. Come on in and find out, oh, wait a minute, I can't really do that. Or how do I do that? How do I make this thing move? Now in world, if I back up far enough, you're going to see this little green dot above me, or a green symbol above me moving because of my audio. So I am talking in world, so my lips will move, but I actually have my world microphone turned off at the studio that I'm at filming this. And I'm coming in, what you're hearing is my audio in the studio. Okay. So I'm in the studio with my audio. And if you were in world sitting next to me here, you would hear me. But if you wanted to be on the show, we would love to have you on the show. Come and sit down next to me. Or you're coming in with audio. I seen someone just now come in with audio, and I can see what that's all about. So we do this, we bring them on stage. And now you're on stage. How you doing this morning, Jacob? Audio. Oh, here, oh, you have to unmute yourself. Okay, well, I took him off stage then because he's not ready yet. So that anyway, that's kind of how that works. Come on in. I can tell what's going on. And maybe he's trying to set up different things, so we'll let him kind of handle that. I'm just kind of showing you when you're in world, if that person that is maybe sitting next to you has audio or not, you can see a white button. See this white button right there? When I'm not talking, see that white button? That means he does have audio, or at least he's in audio mode, right? His microphone might not be working very good. But that's how we can tell what's going on there. And on a talk show, it is essential pretty much to have a microphone. And you come in, well, we found out the other day you can. You can come into our show out here with no video and no audio, because once you get inside here, there's a private chat. And on that private chat, you can talk to the people what's going on, right? Okay. So that is how that works. And I see people talking and can talk by typing. The, the, the challenges in life out here are handled hopefully with ease. It's different if I was talking to somebody and it's a one way, right? Like it is right now, even. It's a one way. So I'll get up and we'll move around and see what takes place. But how you come in, and we know it's working, he just did it right in front of me here. He's set up to where uh, it just works, right? And probably showing somebody down the road, in an instruction mode, friends, showing them how to. Do you do that? You help people out? That's what we do in here, really, is help people out, make it happen for them, and so on. How do you do that? How do you kind of help other people out? By knowing what's going on, trying to make it happen? Let's stand up. They know how to find me. Okay. See these buttons down here? First thing, because I'm going to show you. Anyway, everybody remember, I'm going to take it off here now. GMinteractive.com. Use that blue button to come on in the show if you want to talk. And all of that is fine, dandy to do. I'll turn it off right now because I've noticed that on my last couple videos, I kept it on. I was showing you how to run a helicopter the other day, and I'm thinking that you're actually seeing that across the bottom. So I didn't pay attention or I didn't read it properly. And I'm getting used to how to make this work out here myself. So I'm new at the show on how to make it happen for us all. Okay? Just going for a walk. Spontaneity. What would you like to look at? There's a different type of fire pit, if you will, sitting on the logs. Looks like a different fire, too, up higher. Not so much smoke. Relaxing time. Different things that are always happening. If I look across the water here, that's Harmony Island. Harmony Island. That's the city part, dead center of our Breeze Resort. This time of day, we don't have dancing over there. Been a while since I've actually got the dancers up and going with activity on entertainment. Some people come in here and they make a venue like that, and that's all they do is the venue, which makes it really nice for us that like to go out and dance and visit their place. I don't have a challenge with leaving here and going to their place to watch a show, to dance with somebody. And in World out here, you can dance with an NPC, right? Doesn't have to be a real person on the other end. You kind of control your both, if you will. There's a tent area up there. We went through a little bit of this, most of this already. What haven't we seen? Well, we didn't walk on maybe this side of the waterway. There's a horse you can res. Touch me to res a beach horse. That one you ride. That one you don't wear. For people who are coming from other grids. Remember, I fall back into a mode out here where I'm talking about Breed Resort if I don't have anybody in the hangout with me, which is fine. It all works out okay. But that's how I am operating today. I don't have music. I can turn the music on. I think this is outdoor music here. Okay, so anyway, but some of that we don't know what's going to play. So I stay away from music. Because we're actually the talk show anyway, right? Oh, we'll show dancing out here and the music from that time frame because I can control it. There's a bridge. Our horses actually go everywhere too. So when you see us walking around here, you can say, yeah, I can use that. I can do that too, but be on a horse or maybe rollerblades. Okay. All right. Let's see what's around this corner. That's, of course, across the waterways there is our welcome center where you normally would land if you come here for the first time, maybe from a map or someone is interested in meeting you at the welcome center. We do have a building there, and that building has a dance floor on top. And create what you want to do at the time you want to do it. Don't have to, I can be doing a show right now, and you guys can be up dancing. You can make other things happening. I can be on a show and another guy can be on another show all at the same time, as far as that goes. 2 or 3 of us out here. We have a big enough area for that to happen. I don't expect that to happen, but that's how it kind of works. Now I'm walking around here. I'm going to end up to where I started. We're halfway through the show already, so it's not like it's a long show. And it's on every day, 10 o'clock Pacific time, which in world here, even if you're in London or if you're over in Egypt, if you're in anywhere, Europe, Australia, all of that in world is the same time, which is Pacific time that I'm in. in real life. Look at, I can go up this sandy road here. Get up to this area here. This is where I started. I was sitting right by that fire right there. Gives you an idea, right? Well, we can walk around, we can kind of do things on our own, what we'd like to have happen. Say I wanted to ride a bike. I can go to my favorites here. I like the purple bike. I can go right here and I add that bike. Bike's got animation on it, so I can turn my AO off. And then when I get on the bike here, I'm riding a bike. That bike I'm actually wearing. So I can TP around if I wanted to TP somewhere. Let's go up to the wedding area, right? Boom. And I'm gonna land there. I try to land on the different things with my hot link. This is where we can have a wedding. People come in, invite their friends, and get married. Right now, it's not set up for the next wedding, but I have tables here and I have a way I show them personally. I deal with them personally, not on the air, on what they would like their wedding to be like and how we can accomplish that for them. We can dance over here. If they have more than this area here for people, I can help them out and create this to go in a bigger area. Set some more chairs up. Their wedding party, all set up. And I'm riding my bike through the wedding right now. So we do many things out here. How this all works. Wow. Okay. We have a wedding car out here. Some people like to stick around after the wedding and talk to each other. Maybe they haven't seen each other in a while, and they're coming to their friend's wedding, but I didn't know you even knew these people. Wedding parties are interesting. Our bike goes up all the stairways everywhere on the resort. Some are set up that the cars can go up it. I don't know if that one was wide enough. But look what's at the top. There's just this one little, let me give you a bird's eye view here. There's just another fire pit, right? In fact, right over up here, you see my mouse right here. That's the east gate in the wedding area. Be able to get around. Kind of up on a hill, but not way up. Just make it happen for you. I like to run through here or ride a horse through this type of stuff. Going down into here. Maybe you had a boat and you came in by yourself. You literally took a trip, an adventure from your own land to the wedding. You can do that. In this case, look at this. Off to the side here, there's a dock down here. You can go all the way to the bottom and walk up or fly up. bring your boat in, park your boat somehow? We have room for you. Making it work for you, right? You can res a boat. If you didn't have one and you flew over here to this area, res a boat. Go for a ride. I usually have some boats sitting in here. There's one now anyway. You can use that boat. No one's on it. It's kind of how that works, right? Okay, let's see. What else do we do? Usually, when you're riding around and you're doing stuff like this, you want to be by yourself. Yeah, you can do that. Or maybe you have a friend with you. Doesn't have to be a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It can just be a friend and you're going to go explore. Kind of like shopping, except for you're not buying anything, right? Knowing how to do different things. Look at there's a boat over there. That boat actually, once you get to know the boat, you actually can use it as a fishing boat. You can fish from the back of that boat. All the different things you can do. How do I get over there across that without just kind of jumping or double click? Remember, I can double click. Here, let's show you. I can double click because I'm wearing my bike. I can double click across the way. Maybe go down to the boat. We have two different docks. We've got A, and that on the other side of the gate there, we have B. You came in your own boat and you didn't want to drive it inside. You could, though, if you wanted to. Join the group down there. Breathe Resort group invite. So if we had anything urgent to tell the group about Breathe Resort, and I didn't even tell them that we have the show going. Wait until all that takes place. So it's like confidence in what we're doing here, at the same time kind of showing you what Breathe Resort is all about. This is where we came. Actually, I popped down here, didn't it? So let's take this if we wanted to ride our bike up here, going across the bridge. Remember we were talking about that's kind of a waterway there for canoes or shallow. It's a shallow area. Okay, let's go back up here. Got about 20 more minutes of the show, but we're actually set up if you wanted to come on in to talk. Here, let's take this thing, go on to the sand, because I'm riding a bike, right? I can go down this hill. Or up the hill. It depends on what I want to do. Remember I said we're really shallow in here? Set up with canoes. Look at it. I have to dry my bike off again, but there you go. And it's really the only one little place there at the entrance back there and going over here. And it's next to the barn. So if you wanted to find a horse over there to ride, they love this water over here. Oh, look at it. Got a little deep. Might have to go and terraform that up so you can get more. Don't get so wet. In fact, look at that. We have on the two corners up front on the hedge here. You can get a horse that you're going to wear. It's called a dream horse. You actually add that. It's a lot better to add when you're adding an attachment. It's better to add than it is to wear, because if you wear it, it might take the place of my shirt, okay, or my hair, or my pants, or my shoes. And when that happens, you lose your shoe. So when you're getting on a horse, because you're not always on the horse, just add it instead of wearing it. And therefore it will, you can actually add several things on the same spot if you do it properly. So that doesn't cause trouble for you down the road. We have a hedge going around here. Let's go inside, see what's going on. Oh, and I'm fixing this up across the street, right? That's going to be our fairgrounds. We're going to have a fair year round, just like we have Christmas year round. We're going to have a fair year round that you got to come in and play with different things. And this is kind of, some people say, well, you got trash all around. Well, stairways, railings, things like that. Here's, if I find that I need it, I don't have to keep making them over and over again. I can come and get a copy and making that happen, right? Okay, let's go inside the area with the barns for a little bit. We got a little over 15 minutes for the show itself. And here lately, I've been really busy. And I'll have another one of those busy, look, just touch the fence and opens up, right? One or the other or both. It is shut by itself. Go over here where we were taking inventory on some of the stuff we went out to the store. We buy things for free. Yeah, our hearses actually jump. So I got them ready to jump, right? Over here. Different things. This has to be programmed up right there. I got a lot of stuff going on. That's going to be programmed up to where you can walk that around. Horse and buggy. I have several different kinds. That's just one of them. Here's a barn. It's one of my first barns I had. Don't even have any horses in here right now, but it's all set up. Okay. Got a gates that open. Even have a window out the back. Tell what's going on. I don't think there's an upstairs to this, but oh, there is, but it's a hay. It's for hay. Let's see what I got up here. Okay, because these windows will open, so you can store hay up here. Just some of the things. I don't know if you can hear them in the background. You hear the dogs are out because I came close. They're out doing their thing. Here, let's go show you what my eyes are hearing them. Okay. Some of them are followers. Some animals, I should say. I don't know those yet. But that could be my friend that would follow me around when I'm on my bike. Got horses here. That's actually Dream Horse that's rezzed by itself without a saddle or a rider. The Dream Horse, you can, from a menu, make it your color and your saddle and all the things that you want on a horse. There's a menu for that. When you're wearing it, the menu works for you. Same thing. Here's a back gate going over to the wedding area. See the wedding area, top left, up there? And I just showed you how this area is shallow over here. So I could ride my bike through there. If you're riding horses, well, actually, tidbit of information. Right here, it's shallow. But if you're riding horses, after I get out here, it won't be so shallow. Except for around the edge here. You'll be able to walk your horse and stay on a ledge that's here so they can have water when you want it. Slow down, and usually with another person or a group of people. It's actually one of the events that we do is horseback riding. Time to go for a ride. I think I have a shelf here, but I don't know. This is the actual marina, so I might not. Yeah, there you go. For the horses. But if I go too far over here, it's going to go down on me. Yeah. Too far away, like over here towards the marina, is where it's deeper. Right? I think even going across this, getting over to the main fact, there's the boat. See the boat going underneath the welcome center over there? Let's see if I can get up and over the other side so you can see it. See it over there going across the bridge? That's our train. We only have one train, goes around clockwise. There's a helicopter you can use, or get on a train. If you don't like to, you know, control the helicopter, if you will, or a boat or whatever, jump on a train. My eyes, look at, remember, I got my eyes over here like this. So you can get on the train here. And you can sit on any of the pellets. And that train will go around, 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 around. It stops and turns a quarter turn just to give you a different angle. If you stay on it several times going around, you're looking in different angles. But always remember, you can go into a mouse look, right? That's when your wheel of your mouse goes over the top of your head. And so you can look to the right and look back over here to the left. So even from the train, you can get a pretty good idea of what we have going for us here. Okay. This is just like our welcome center that's over on the east or the west side. This is the east side here. And all the different areas. Most of the areas, we don't catch them all. You can get relatively where you want to go and then do your adventure. And you're off and running on what you like to do. These are the links up here. I have this set up to where it's nice. The bottom row is a through, right? In fact, when you look back, you can still see the people here, although there's three different, pictures on the bottom there. Place to sit down. Up at Christmas time, take your bike into Christmas. We have places like this because of decorating things that we want out here on the side, kind of. Oh, you wanted to have this? Well, pick out the flowers, maybe, um, and so on. Dealing with upgrading Breathe Resort itself. There's a boat. Remember, if no one's using the boat, you can actually use that boat. But that's what we do out here. 10 more minutes of the show. I don't know. Uh, it's almost too late to come in, but you'll find us in the future when that show's pretty busy, that I'll stretch it out so everybody gets a chance to talk. We give you a microphone and you can talk to the world, maybe about your region. And someday we might even come, and if you come in the show and you have an interest in that, we can have time where we go over and visit your area and you get to walk through and talk about your place. This is as a secondary if you're an avatar. And the reason I keep saying that is because this show was actually set up. I went through 900 shows without coming into World. We can make this all happen face to face. Yeah. Back to the highway. Well, we kind of went around and did different things. Huh? What do you think? Ostrich? Okay. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to look at these swans. These swan boats are not working properly, which to me is not a good thing to actually have them here if they're not working, because I want to keep my promise of everything's working out here. Swans are meant to go pretty slow, nice and smooth on the water. And you can ride that swan all over the place. It's a two-seater. You sit side by side there. Even though it looks like one, they actually sit two side by side. And it looks like I didn't raise that up high enough because there's still water in the boat. And that might mean that the scripting's in there, but it's a swan boat scripting, so it might, I might switch that over and use the same as a boat script, a normal boat script with 6 speeds and so on. You can go slow with them if you want to. They'll also go pretty quick if you want them to also. Ooh, look what's up on here. See, there's a second helicopter. That's available to you if you want. We played greedy a lot. So I had greedy chairs. Looks like a 6-seater. And we do our own thing. Fire pit around the corner, couple of them. Could be where two teams are going to do different things out here. Communications. Maybe they're in a phone call. Oh, there's only one. Okay. All right. I took one out. But they're in a phone call with each other on 2 different teams, and they go and explore 2 different ways, and they come back and they can actually talk about the different things that they're seeing. But it's a group of people that like to talk to each other, get to know about different things. What did you think of the zebras over there in Zoo 2 land over there across the water right there on my left? Let's see if we can get GM to put more animals in there. And then I go out and find some. And I have some in my pocket. I haven't had time to make that happen. I get pretty busy at times. But I'm in here trying to help out, trying to help everybody out. I even have an area up here. It's almost like an adult area, but it's a pool. I don't know if you see it right here. We're moderate. So we don't have any adult areas per se. Conduct yourself okay, moderate, we'll be fine. Fun things. Riding a bike, 2, 3, 4 minutes. And to get off your bike, look at this, you guys. You get off your bike, you just take your bike like this, detach it. And when you do, look at, I don't have any AO on. So I'm down here at the bottom right here. I have an AO. I turn my AO on. It relaxes my body a little bit, right? I don't feel so stiff. I can take it easy. I can relax a little bit, walk around, sit down on a chair. Use this over here. Go jump over to our welcome center. Okay. Perhaps go and sit down here. Okay. GMinteractive.com. That's our website for Breathe Resort. We'll show you someday. We've done it a couple times already, but we'll go through the website a little bit if we have time and show you how we split that with real life exploring the internet compared to a whole section, a whole menu for Breathe Resort and all the different things that we have on it. Once we have enough people over here in our community that I'm building, right? Once that happens, maybe you're a photographer. On every page of the website, we have an area for picturing, for pictures to be taken. And add that picture to that area so you can see all the different things that take place. So yes, down the road, we are going to be busier. If you're coming from another, as an avatar, for instance, if you're coming from another region, you might not have the privilege to do a lot of different stuff. You can get, this Breed Resort menu over here and all that. You can possibly get it just by pushing a button. But for some reason, where you come from, where you were born, how you signed in every day does not give you the privilege after you do run around to use things. So I made a Breathe Resort activity note card that you can come here and get that note card because you can always read a note card. And on that note card, you will have your links. Jump around the same areas. But it's a written note card. text, right? Come in here, visit. What do we have? Different ways to come in. Time frame. Early this morning. Today is the 9th. One person earlier this morning. Oh, dance partner. I had a dance partner. I was going to maybe do something on dancing. I'm thinking, oh, I got to find music first, so I better not try that today. Remember when, see, I'm not used to looking at myself direct, but there you go. I want to thank everybody for coming by today, looking at the program, seeing what's going on. I remember when you do come by, GMinteractive.com, use that blue button to come on into the show. Now that the show is over, or going to be over, as soon as I sign off, we're in a position that that blue button still works. Comes in if I'm on the air here or off the air when I'm in World or where our staff, if you want to be a staff member, you can do that too. Depends on how much you want to learn about what is taking place out here. But if you wanted to do that and take pictures, if you wanted to, you know what you can handle, your talents, perhaps even being a builder of some kind, help out with a project. Do you know that the singers that come by, they actually have their group will be a builder ahead of time, come ahead of time and maybe build what they need for their program that they have going. And so we work with them and give them privilege to do things like that, that you can do it. You can make that happen. The people that actually work for us, they know that that blue button is a 24-hour button. I might not be in here 24 hours. I can tell you that right now. I'm not going to be in 24 hours. And today's show, I'm not going to be in here too much afterwards. But at random, even when I don't come into World, I'll be monitoring that blue button sometimes. Because that blue button's on the website, right? And therefore, they might have a question on the website of what's going on, and I can answer that and tell them. So my avatar or my real person will show up and handle the situation. I'm not hard to get a hold of unless I'm busy. Just like everybody, though, we all get busy one time or another. Do you answer your phone all the time? Are there times that you put your phone down and, you got to make dinner? You got to eat the dinner. Got to talk on the phone to somebody, maybe. So there's a lot of different things that take place. What I'm saying is you're not always busy, but you're not always available too. Making that happen for you. I didn't even use the Breathe Resort. Look at that, I'm backwards here, but use the Breathe Resort logo this time. A couple minutes after. Make it happen for you, folks. What you've been listening to is Let's Talk About It. My name is George Miller, and it's a talk show that we can talk about it. It meaning anything you want to talk about. I try to stay away from politics, but it happens too sometimes. Comes up. We try to respect each other's opinions on things. We don't necessarily have a debate on who's right or wrong. You're both right when you come in here and actually get a microphone and want to express your opinion on something. You can do that. We open that up for people. With that, again, this is George Miller signing off for today's show. Until tomorrow, 10 o'clock, keep talking about it.